Hi Aquarius, it's Nick and your fellow Aquarian pup. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We're now covering your September weekly from September 5th to the 11th, as you can see below. And this week, guys, there is a lot of stuff going on in the sky astrologically, so let's run it down. All right, so starting with Monday, September 5th, we have Venus moving into Virgo. Venus doesn't do so good in Virgo. It doesn't like it here. So it being in Virgo, it may make us a little bit very critical and nitpicky about the people, places, things that we love and we feel drawn towards more so than other times. Like little things and details that maybe we didn't notice before and it didn't bother us. Now we're going to notice it and now it's really going to annoy us or really bother us. Like how someone chews their food or how someone speaks or something. Now you're just like, I can't take it, it's irritating. But you just want to catch yourself and keep yourself in check and not let something become a bigger deal than it has to be or get too in your head, too analytical, too critical. All right. Then the next day on September 6th, we have Pallas, the asteroid, moving into Cancer. And Pallas is like the warrior of justice. So it being in Cancer, it's like, bringing that energy of us wanting to protect and stand up for our home, family, privacy, personal life, things that bring us comfort, all those things. And then on September 9th, we have Mercury in Libra going retrograde. Yep, for going retrograde until October 2nd, I believe. So it's going to be in retrograde for the rest of the month of September, but it is going to go into Virgo and then back into Libra. But Mercury retrograde in Libra, your fellow air sign, of course, as you know, it can slow down communication, can make have some miscommunication, or people may misunderstand each other more so than other times. It can also make technology start acting funny or start acting up. And of course, people from your past could start creeping back in, especially if you have unfinished business with each other. So just something to be aware of. It's nothing to be scared of, but if you have somewhere to go or somewhere to be, I would leave some extra time ahead just in case for any delays. If you need to submit something or give some kind of important presentation or speech, I would practice, proofread everything before just in case, okay? All right, and then it doesn't help that the next day on the 10th, we have a full moon in Pisces. So this is a very emotional one, very, very emotional one. It's a very cleansing and like healing, detoxifying one though at the same time. So if you like allow yourself to purge, allow yourself to be emotional or cry at times if you need to, especially during this full moon. This is one that's going to cleanse, wash away everything that we've been holding on to. And, you know, don't be surprised if you feel very emotional or sensitive or in your feelings, okay? But I do feel like this full moon is important for us to acknowledge our feelings and our emotions, but release it all and be around water if you can. Drink lots of water. Also maybe eat a little bit healthy around this full moon, especially because around full moons is when parasites like to come out. So flush everything out. Okay, all right, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram or TikTok, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. And I also have a link below my second channel, Nicloves XO, if you're interested, okay? All right, guys, so let's get right into it. So my aqua babies, let's get into it. When it comes to your health, again, this is gonna be an emotional week. You may be really in your feelings. You may be kind of wanting to cry sometimes, but I don't even feel like it's a bad thing, like it's negative, like you're crying out of sadness or anger. It's more like you're realizing how far you've come and feeling like, wow, I no longer feel the things I used to feel. I no longer suffer with these things that I used to suffer with, or I no longer feel the same way about my past. I've grown so much, I've changed so much, and you're releasing, you're purging. So you may get this like a sudden flux of emotions, feelings, and want to cry, and you're like, I don't even know why I'm crying, but I just like, I don't have anything bad going on in my life, but I just feel emotional. Allow yourself to purge, allow yourself to cry, take a bubble bath, be around water if you can this week. Feels like you're releasing, your body's releasing a lot. Maybe you are gonna be sweating a lot, or it's like you could be peeing a lot, releasing a lot of liquids, and it just feels like your body's cleansing itself at this time. So allow yourself to feel what you feel, and if you start to feel emotional, sentimental, or like just kind of, you know, in your feelings, don't be surprised and allow yourself to, you know, feel it out and just release everything, okay? And you're being advised to really utilize that Pisces energy and be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, and realize that, you know, you've come a long way, you've come really far, and there's stuff that you were dealing with years before that you no longer deal with anymore, and you've grown, you've ascended, you're in a better place now, okay? And it's important to acknowledge the small improvements, the small steps that we take, and the improvements that we've made in our life, and any modifications and changes that have happened. Sometimes we don't realize it because we live with ourselves every day, but if you look back years before, you're like, wow, you know, I really have changed. I really did overcome a lot. And it's good to like give yourself a pat on the back and realize how far you've come. All right, and then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, wow, there's some kind of big decision taking place this week, and it may have to do with a love interest or someone that you are in a relationship with, or someone that really loves and cares about you. Maybe you guys are joining forces, starting a business together, or buying a home together, or you're paying off debt together, or some decision that you're making has to do with a partner. If that's not the case, you may, you know, at work or at school, you may be getting favored or getting, someone is kind of helping you out because they really like you or they're attracted to you. So maybe someone at work or at school may have a crush on you or really like you. If it's not that, there is a decision that's coming up, but I feel like it's a really great decision. It's one that you're going to feel really aligned with, really at peace with. I feel like a lot of you may be feeling really fulfilled this week, really happy with how far you've come, happy with the decisions that you've made, and just in a good place. And I also feel like there is a lot more peace with where you're at right now, and it's like things are aligning for you, and it hasn't always been easy, and maybe it hasn't been easy at all, but it's becoming more clear to you where you need to be, what you need to work on. And now that you're maybe on a better path, you see things actually clearing up, or you actually understand things a little bit better. There could also be a Gemini that you're working with or go to school with, or a Gemini energy that is influencing you or helping you, or you'll be encouraged to use that Gemini energy, like consider other people's ideas, consider other people's opinions, and it can help you maybe make better decisions or decide what it is that you really want. Okay, all right, but yes, there could be a love interest or someone that you are in a connection with or in a relationship with that is influencing you or helping you with your career, your work, or your finances and your money. Okay, all right, and then when it comes to your love relationships and dating, on your side we have the Emperor, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So some of you could have Aries somewhere in your chart. You could also have water, like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all of the above. We have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Swords. All right, so what is going on here? Who could you be dealing with? Well, it definitely could be an air sign like yourself, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Doesn't have to be though. Could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. Could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time, or maybe be like a mixed match of one of those signs. So guys, I feel like I need to tell you that like the best revenge is of course no revenge. It's really just finding your inner peace, finding your happiness, and living your best life. And I think this is a week where you finally realize that, or you've come to an acceptance of like, wow, you know, I'm so glad I detached, I let go of certain things, or like I didn't try to play dirty or get back at someone because they hurt me, because now I'm in a better place. I'm at peace. I found my happiness. I'm content with myself. And I feel like you are finding that inner peace. Your life is a little more balanced, or is becoming more balanced. And someone here, or maybe someone from your past that you're dealing with, is heartbroken, is sad, is feeling stuck, dealing with negative energy. Maybe they messed up, maybe they hurt you, or they left you, or they broke up with you, or they said something to you. But I feel like whatever has happened between the two of you, you didn't stoop to their level. You didn't try to play dirty or try to get back at them or anything like that. And now they are regretting it, or just feeling kind of hurt and maybe upset that you could be moving on, or you seem to be happier now with your life. Maybe you're dating someone new, or maybe you're in a relationship and they see this, they're like, what the heck? Like, they thought you would always be around, they thought you would always be waiting for them, and you're like, no, thought wrong, buddy. And you are moving forward with your life in peace and in harmony. And you may even have a moment this week where you talk to them, or they reach out to you, or they, run into you or something. But the way you communicate with them is like so far out, like your old self would have never, but you come across so composed, so mature, and like it doesn't even faze you anymore. Like you don't even care anymore. And they may be like almost like upset that you've moved on so fast, or you are so at peace, so happy, and it's because you no longer are wasting your time being sad or dwelling on what they did or why they did this to you. You're like, nope, I moved on, I'm working on myself, and now I found something better. I'm in a better place in my life. Even if you're not with someone else already, you have a healthier relationship with yourself, and you seem to have more confidence, more drive, more self-esteem. You're empowered. You're in a better place in your life. Even if things are not perfect, right? Nothing's ever perfect. We all have problems, but you're a lot happier. You're a lot more at peace than before, and you're moving towards not even letting certain things bother anymore. Like things that used to break your heart or bother you, you're learning to like just accept it and not let it be bigger than it has to be. I feel like this is someone who was too smart for their own good. They maybe played some mind games or played some mental games with you. They thought you would just put up with it. They maybe were kind of a little bit mean at times, or a bully, or could have said some mean things to you or hurtful things to you. But once you stopped fighting back, you stopped caring, and you didn't put up with it anymore, they really got hurt because they hurt themselves. They thought that you would always stick around and be there, but they were really, really wrong. I feel like this is someone who's smart, practically, logically, maybe with their finances, with the work or whatever, but when it comes to love and relationships, they struggle. It's not a good look. It's not easy for them. They can sometimes come off too bold, too direct, maybe cold or serious, and it feels like they may want to talk to you the way that they talked to you before, but now that doesn't work anymore because you're so peaceful, you're so happy, you're not the same person that you were before, and they notice that change. And I think that's even more of a just like in their face that so much has changed, and they can no longer do the same things or play the same mind games, play the same games as before, because it's not going to work anymore. You moved on, you're happier, you're at peace, you're living your best life, and that's the best revenge that you could ever have on anyone who has hurt you or tried to put you down. You just moving on, finding healing, moving forward, and being more at peace with yourself and happy. That is the best revenge you could ever have, and something that no one can ever take away from you. Okay, so let's continue on to extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on to extended. Link will be below. I'll see you guys there, but I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Bye.